and welcome to our weekly look ahead at the markets here at OPC. And well, I'm really want to talk about the movement that we've seen in oil prices over the last week. A big weekly loss there for WTI after that rejection of these levels up at 67, close to 68. Obviously, the market has come off, but we're looking to see it in the week ahead whether or not we test this sort of support level coming in here. Draw about there, 58.43 there, 58.40 roughly. Obviously, we've run into some pretty serious long-term resistance and cleared it. We broke through these levels. I think we talked about them before, but market's still come off. On the daily chart, what you can see is we add our MACD. There we go. Crossover on the MACD, bearish crossover here, always a pretty good sign. We can also add a 14-day relative strength index. Let's turn that to a color so that you can see it. There we go. What you can see here on the RSI is pretty decent divergence from the price action. So whilst the price action from about here to similar level there, whilst that was rising, it was rising against the RSI trend, and also you see a sort of similar pattern on the MACD, but then that crossover on the MACD sent it lower. So the interesting week ahead for oil markets. Obviously, usual crude oil inventories will come out, usual nat gas inventories, so keep your eyes open on those ones. We've also going to be looking at the Fed's, the sort of payback from the Fed's decision in the last week, and how that's moved the markets, pushed yields up. Gold has been trading in this sort of range, close to 1740, 1730 kind of range, and we'll look to see if there's any kind of upside momentum there, if it can break out following this bullish MACD crossover. So it's a couple of MACDs for you. That was a bullish one there, sent prices up. This was another bullish one, sent prices up, but not as quick, not as much. And we ran into resistance up here at sort of 1962 kind of area, and then you had the bearish MACD up there, which sent prices lower, and we've run the course of that downtrend, and now we've got a MACD that's bullish. So I'd be looking to see if we can get to the top of our Bollinger Bands up here. It's not very easy to see on this. I could potentially, again, if I amend our color, there we go. You can see there, maybe towards the top of that Bollinger Band. We've been tracking the lower end, but you might be looking. And the last sort of slightly failed MACD, bullish MACD, well, what happened? You went from the bottom of that range right up to the top, and then you had a bearish MACD crossover. Boom, and off we go. So I'd expect that, although maybe the trend is still long-term to the downside, near-term I'll be looking for that to test the top of that Bollinger Band again. Coming up this week, we've got CPI numbers across for the UK. We're also looking at a PMI deluge from the ECB and the Eurozone and some other major economies, the UK, the US. Fed Chair Jay Powell testifying with Treasury Secretary and his predecessor at the Fed, Janet Yellen, on the quarterly CARES Act report before the Senate. So keep your eyes open on that one. That's on March 24th. And then we've got BOJ Governor Kuroda speaking. We've got an SMB monetary policy assessment. So we've got a lot coming up in the next few days. So keep your eyes open, and we will try to support you here at OPC Markets, and drop us a line. If you've got any questions, you can just open the chat box here, and you'll be able to find the latest, all the help that you need. And that's it from me for now. Thanks for watching.